Hey guys, welcome back to Ellie Arts. Today I'm going to be showing off some of my tiny things that I've made, and yes, they are very, very tiny. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so let's get started with I have a couple things, but we're going to start off with this tiny birdhouse that I made. It's made with painted toothpicks and hot glue and string. That's literally all that's on it. I just used a lot of different paint colors. And the bird is all hot glue with paint on it. And I think the beak is, if I remember correctly, the beak is a toothpick, but everything else is hot glue on that one. So yeah, that's my tiny birdhouse. Cuckoo clock. Sorry, that's what I meant. Next off, I have this Minecraft chest that I made. It's just out of cardboard. This one was a little more sloppy, but I just kind of whipped this one together because I wanted to make something. So this one's more of a lame one, but Minecraft chest. The next one is a fire pit. Um, it's with hot glue, toothpicks, and some popsicle sticks. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. And some string. So that's my fire pit. Some of these were for like a school project where I had to make like a Viking house. So that's where the fire pit came from, and some of the other ones too. This is one of the swords that I made. It's made with toothpicks, hot glue, and string, and of course paint. Most of these have paint on them. But yeah, it's this one was probably one of the easier ones to make, but it was still took time. Still really small. But yeah, don't use it for food. The paint is not food safe. But a good idea if you had food safe paint. This one is more of a sloppy one, but it is a Minecraft cake. I made this a couple years ago though, so I probably could do better now. The next one is a oh yeah. This one is going to be definitely really small. This one is a baseball. It is on a stick because I didn't want to lose the super tiny baseball. Um it took me longer to do this one just because I had to keep painting on the stitches, but that one was fun to do. The next one is a bag, a small paper bag. And if you're wondering what is in it, they are miniature popsicles. I decided to make popsicles like a shopping bag. So this one's like a chocolate, milk chocolate, and like dark chocolate. And I use like I don't know what you call it, but it's like stamping powder, I think, to make the texture on it. This one is like a vanilla and chocolate one, and I really want to eat this one. This one looks the best. Don't eat them; they're just hot glue, and paint and sticks, popsicle sticks. This one's a blueberry one that I made. This one's probably the most satisfying because it's like slightly transparent. But yeah, just toothpicks for the bottom, and then yeah. So the next one is a piece of leather that I made. This is not like real leather at all. This is literally a piece of paper with paint, and I had some like fuzzy stuff. I don't know what it was, but it's like some like fur stuff in like a jar. So I put it like on. I shook it on top of it, glued it. But yeah, this is more of a leather piece that I made. I wish you guys could touch it. It's really really soft. But yeah, that one was fun to make. This one is a lantern, and the inside is just a hot glue stick with that I painted like gold with glitter on it, and then the rest of it's just like paper and toothpicks. This one was pretty easy to make. It was the painting that was the hardest because the hot glue stick was shiny. Um, this next one is paper towels. I almost said toilet paper. But I did the T at the top for paper towels so I wouldn't forget. So they're like the commercial grade ones that you would get for the paper towel dispensers. So they're all wrapped in like paper, and then I actually use like actual paper towel inside. So I had fun with that one. The next one is actually toilet paper. I made this little case to put the toilet paper in. They have the brown inserts, and then I put the lines on the toilet paper part. So that one was fun to make. It took me a little while to just because I had to continuously wrap them up. But yeah, I made two of them because I had a really fun time making the first one. So those are those ones. The next one is a oh yeah, there's three of these ones. These are more like wood stacks. Um, again, these were for the school project that I was talking about earlier in the video. So simple popsicle sticks with string on them. This one was just a door that I had made for. I don't even remember what I made this for, but it was a door made out of not popsicle sticks. I apologize. Toothpicks, and the handle is hot glue. The back of it is not painted, and I do not remember why. But anywho, I did use some like luster dust kind of powder. Not food grade at all. It is not edible. But anyway, I use that for like the shiny parts on the top. The next one is for you Minecraft lovers. I did like a creeper painting on top of some painter's tape with toothpicks. Yeah. So that one was hard to put together actually. I didn't realize how hard it was to make a toothpick frame. But yeah, that one is for you Minecraft lovers. So if you love Minecraft out there, there you go. This one is for you artists. I made a tiny paint palette, and I actually used painter's tape to make the paint palette and paint for the paint. So that was really fun to make. It was like easy, somewhat easy. Still a little difficult. This next one is just really lame. It's just some rope that I stuck together. I did not make it. I made it twirl around. But yeah, I did not. Like, just lame. This one is probably one more of the fun ones I've made. It's a case. I have like a little case, and then these are actually yarn spools from like back in the day when you actually had to take a wool and make yarn out of them. So I have like the prickly part where they would spool the yarn onto, and then like the yarn itself, which is actually just like some colored twine. So that was hard to make because it was very, very small, but it was still really fun. This is a book that I had made out of cardboard, paper, and some cloth for the cover. I did use some toothpicks for like the back parts with like the 3 lines on the spine of the book, and then the lock. And it does open, if you are wondering. It's gonna take me a minute to open it because I'm only using one hand currently. But I gotta use my other hand to actually open it. 1 second. Okay, so it actually does open, and there's a heart that I drew inside. But this one took the longest just because I had to put it together, and then actually like paint the stuff on it, make sure it could open and close. I like to make my artwork like very, I don't know what you call it, but it be able to use. This one is the tiniest thing that I've ever made, and it is a tiny Minecraft bed, and this took me a while because everything is so tiny. Like, you make one wrong move and like the entire thing is done. So it's made with toothpicks and a piece of cloth, and the pillow and the white part of the blanket is made from paper towel. It was definitely a lot of work, but I will have pictures like afterwards showing like the scale of it to my hands just so you can see how small it is. So let's move on to the pictures.